Virgo, this is your March 2016 love as well as general forecast. We're going to start out with your love and partnerships reading. First card that comes up is called Let Go of Control Issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. This card says to step out of your own way. It says your prayers have been heard and they're about to be answered. And you need to allow the universe, spirit, God, your angels, to manifest these answers to your prayers, but you are getting in the way. So you need to step back and make room so they can manifest this for you. It says by trying to control other people and circumstances, you're only going to slow down the process. I get a mental picture of the angels trying to put something together and you keep walking back and forth through it. So give them a little bit of room because they're about to deliver what you're asking for, but they need you to just sit back a little bit and let them do their job. This is not the time to take charge, it says. It says hold your intentions, practice visualization, and remember that your prayers are not always answered in the packaging that you think it's going to come in. So you need to be patient and open-hearted to see what's coming your way. It says control is based on fear and that you need to let go of that. You need to have trust and you need to have faith that the universe does know what it's doing. The second card that comes up is retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Now, there's two scenarios here. Those of you that have gotten yourselves into a partnership or relationship where the going is now not good. You having challenges, you maybe butting heads, and things are going from worse to even worse. So what you need to do here is you need a bit of time out. You need to give each other some space. Sometimes when you just have a bit of time apart, it can make a very, very big difference to making you feel, well, as if things are going to work better. I'm looking for the words here for you guys. And it says preferably to try and take that quiet time in nature as well. And then the second scenario is maybe the two of you together need time together somewhere without the distractions and the challenges and all that daily huge amount of input that we get. That is probably stressing your relationship to quite an extent. So you need to take your partner or your spouse or your lover, whoever it is, away from your normal everyday life so that the two of you can reconnect and communicate once again without distractions. Then there's another card that says there's new love coming in here. Once again, this is two cases, two scenarios. One is this relationship has perhaps run its course, and it's now that you two need to take some time out, and that time out could actually be a permanent time out, and to be aware of the fact that there's somebody new on the horizon. Now that's a choice decision time for you. You need to decide, is this the route you're going to go or is it not? For those of you who are in partnerships and relationships for the good, the bad and the better, you will find that if you take that time out, if you retreat together and spend time out together, that the love will be rekindled. You'll find a new love for one another again. This applies even to a partnership. Just go out there and do something together that's great fun, and you'll find that kindred spirit that you had at the beginning of your partnership will be rekindled. And then the guidance cards say that the conflict and the doubt will pass. And perhaps at the moment you can't see clearly enough into the future to feel that that is the case, but to believe that, because a storm passes and the sun breaks out again. This too shall pass, it says. The next card that comes up is that of the child, and that says try and rekindle that youthful playfulness, getting tongue twisted here, in your relationships. To be young at heart again and to play just for the fun of it and to rekindle that wonderment and that hope. So you need to reignite that kind of feeling in your relationships again. Whenever you get given this kind of advice, this is the universe saying to you, if you do this, you will find things shift hugely. This is not to do with logic. These suggestions are never to do with logic. I know I am a Libra and I do everything by rote, by logic. So that's the first inclination, but one needs to understand these are not about logic. This is about if you do this, then this almost miracle is going to happen. So keep that in mind. The next card cautions you. Be honest and sincere in your dealings. Do not try manipulation or underhand methods or twisting the truth a bit in trying to communicate with your partner again. It's going to backfire on you. You have been cautioned on that. Maintain your integrity and be honest in your communications. And kind. Honesty does not mean that it is not kind. Right, so that is your love and relationship reading. The high point in this reading is that there is new love there. There definitely is that on the horizon. And that if a partnership or relationship is in the doldrums, you definitely can fix it. And the guidance given for it is fairly simple, really. And you can probably expect miracles from it by the looks of things. Now, this month you get a different general forecast. It's called a How to Get Out of Being Stuck in a Rut spread. And this I use this month because so many people are in this situation. So many people are sending emails, are asking for readings because they seem to be unable to get out of a rut that just keeps going round and round like a hamster wheel. The first card that comes up is about asking why. Why am I stuck in this rut? How have I ended up being stuck in this rut? And that first card is the Yang card. Now that card speaks about vacillating between inaction because you don't know if taking action is going to be the right thing, and then swinging right to the other side and taking the first step that you can think of and just flying in there like a bull in a china shop, basically. And impulsive action is the other extreme. And what the result is that your timing is seriously off. And probably even that which you do is not quite the right thing to do, and you even know it when you're doing it. So what you manifest in the end can seem somewhat chaotic and really, honestly, not what you had in mind. And this says that you need to take action, but it needs to be considered action. Okay? So that's the first step. Then the next step is you have to have a look at the truth here. You're going to have to be really honest with yourself here. It asks you, are you really willing to do what it takes to fix this situation? Will you make the sacrifices? Will you spend the hours? If you have a goal in mind and you're just not getting there, are you prepared to do what it takes to give of yourself what is necessary to achieve that goal? You also may need to take a good, hard, honest look at how deserving you feel of abundance. Are you putting the input in with the thought in the back of your mind all the time, well, I'm not really sure that I should be getting this. We do that. Everybody needs to check on that. Then the next card tells you now what to let go of to get the motion going, to get towards that end goal and get you out of the rut. And this card is the Page of Water. And this speaks about letting go of the old so that you can move into the new in your life. And this is also requiring some openness and honesty because there's definitely people involved. I have a feeling your general reading and your love and partnership reading are very closely entwined. So you may have had an idea of something in your mind that you wanted, and you're trying to make it happen because that's how it was in the past, and you want it to still be like that, and that's not happening. Now you need to be honest with yourself, and you need to be honest with the person that you're with. Then the next step that you need to take needs to be the next thing that you need to let go of. And this speaks about that feeling of when you didn't succeed and things didn't work out as you wanted them to do. It's not about the fact that you failed, and we're using that word in inverted commas, don't believe in the word. It's how you move forward from there that will define you. It's your actions from here onwards that define you. There are no victors, there are no losers. There are just people experiencing life and its lessons. So this point, you have to act with integrity. There is no winner here. You do what's right, you do what's fair, and you move on with your head held high and your dignity and your integrity intact. This is your defining moment, not what happened before that. Then the next card suggests what you now focus on into the future to move ahead. And this is the card of collaborate. Now this card speaks about getting kindred souls to collaborate with. Finding people who have the same vision as what you do, who have the same interests as you do, who have the same passion as you do, and collaborating with them. Because they will feed your spontaneity, your intuition, and also give you a certain amount of power that you need to steam this project ahead, or whatever it is that you want to do. And it says not to fear losing your power by collaborating with others. Don't act from that point, but you need to find like-minded, kindred spirits to collaborate with, to move your life forward out of this rut. If you do all as has been suggested, the outcome card speaks of then your long-term goals will start to manifest and your success will take shape. This, these two owls in the heart is about you and your goals coming together because you are loyal and faithful to your goals, because you have stuck by that original idea and plan, and you've put all the blood, the sweat, and the tears into it, and you have maintained the path on whatever it is you want to do. It says if you remain loyal to your dreams and flexible to how it works out, in other words, let's remember we don't order exactly the packaging it comes in, and you maintain your integrity, you will find true prosperity, right? There's going to be a melding of you, prosperity, and your goals if you follow the guidance of getting out of this rut that you were stuck in. So it's a very, very nice ending to this reading. Right, now we move on to your guidance for this. And your guidance for this speaks about breathing. I've said this in many readings, so you've probably heard this before. But we breathe too shallowly when we feel fear about engaging with life. We start breathing shallow as a fight or flight mechanism. You need to breathe deeply, and this works on many levels. It sends the message to your heart and to your soul and to your body that you are not fearful and you will engage with life. It changes your vibration, your energetic vibration, and this now sort of has a ripple effect out into your life. So the advice here is breathe deeply at all times, and especially when you feel caught or trapped. Right, now we move on to your soul path. Now your card that came up for the soul path is that of the crow. And that says the following: you cannot run from your chosen path. You cannot deny cause and effect. So you are set on this path, you need to follow that path. But you need to know, and you need to believe, and you need to understand there are consequences for your actions. So maintain your integrity, right? It says support your intentions and see them through. So you're going to reach that end goal. You're either going to do it with your head held high, with your integrity in place, and with a great sense of achievement when you get there, or you're going to be dragged kicking and screaming. You guys definitely don't have a choice where this is concerned. So I would go for the head held high without the kicking and screaming, but because there's also abundance when you reach this goal, so it's definitely worth getting there. And the guidance that came with the soul card says, do not put off living. In other words, it's lovely guidance. It says, do not dream of a better place in the future or over the next hill. Now is perfect. Now let's discuss that. Now is where you create what is over the hill. You do that by being in the now and doing now what makes you healthy, happy, and proud of yourself. No matter how small that action is, what builds tomorrow is what you are doing right now. What is over the hill is what you are busy doing right now. So live now. Right, Virgo, that was your March 2016 general as well as love and partnership reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and listening.